Good morning. Coming to you with some sun love and some skin love. Talk a little bit about my skin journey, and leave a little tips about some main areas of concern that I thought might be useful. So, what I've experienced pretty intimately after having been on quite a long journey of kind of removing chemicals out of my life and cleaning up my diet, trying to figure out what I'm allergic to, basically focusing on whole foods, plant foods, primarily fruitarian. Fruits make me the happiest, the highest water content, easiest on the digestion, and that has certainly helped my skin. But what I've experienced over the course of that journey, around like a 6-year journey, is that there's definitely like a purging period, a period where the skin basically releases all kinds of stored toxins, and it might get a little worse before it gets better. And one of the things that I noticed is that as I got more sensitive to things because of removing chemicals out of my environment, I would actually respond to them when I was exposed to them. So for example, being exposed to mold in houses now, or any types of allergens, typical allergens like dust, if areas are not being moved around a lot because there's a lot of clutter, or things like cat litter that gets kicked up multiple times a day, it can begin to irritate the lining of the lungs again, and I find that this has a direct consequence on what the skin is releasing as well. So at one point in my journey, I was actually breaking out in a crazy way. Like it looked very much like an allergic reaction, and much less like something that I could just explain away. And it's all over, particularly my cheeks, but here around my mouth as well. And they were very irritated and very inflamed. So moving away from areas that had this type of mold and working to remove inflammatories from my diet, like certain grains, things like that, actually reduced this and showed me what was going on. I'm quite happy with where things are at now, and I'm really excited to share like all the things that really worked for me and those that didn't. I can 100% recommend aloe vera and black soap, African black soap. That stuff is a miracle, basically, and it doesn't really strip the oils away from the skin, so it remains moisturized. I tested it out. I stopped using it for 4 days, and my skin was just really moisturized and supple, and it didn't create excess oil and didn't break out again. It's good. Just drinking a lot more water, eating a lot more raw food and fruits, and it's definitely helping. And I'll close this with a comment that might help somebody out there. If there's anybody you know that's using a copper IUD, intrauterine device, that perhaps is struggling with digestive issues or bloating or acne, it could be that, because copper toxicity is a thing, and that I think was definitely linked to, well, let's say, the demise of my skin as it began to spiral out of control. And I feel now that it's out of my body, I can heal, and I can definitely feel the effects of that. And yeah, I don't know, I think giving love to different aspects of yourself that you might have banished or shamed for their existence for so long might have something to do with it as well. Like kind of just celebrating their existence, or basically allowing them to be as they are. I used to cover my skin up when I was younger, like in high school, to a ridiculous degree. Like I would cake it on. It was never even the skin shade as well, so it was funny. But I would cover it up. I was quite ashamed of it and anxious about it, and really, compared to what happened to me in the last couple of years, it was nothing, but, you know, that's the way it is. I used to wear a lot of makeup as well, and just gradually over time, I've come into my own natural beauty. Obviously, don't wear makeup, don't put anything on my skin except natural things. If I can't get it, don't go on my skin. It's basically what I follow. And it's allowed my skin to breathe. And so even when it was at its absolute worst, the fact that I kept trusting in it and I went out anyway and just showed up as myself, like it really helps me to, you know, and it helped my skin, I think, to trust me more, to realize, like, all right, so she's not gonna, you know, try to cover me up or shame me for this. And the more that I've delved into this journey of self-love, the more the rewards are, because you've got to go really deep into the aspects that you're afraid of, to live out the things that we'd rather not see before you can step into your full being. And she's waiting. She's waiting. So, I've shared some progress photos in the past. Literally, I think I'll probably share the worst of the before photos in order to actually make a comparison, because I'm really serious about this, and if you've got any skin issues, I am more than happy to help. I'm like crafting a little box of my favorite things, and anytime you have a question about anything, message me, let me know, comment on this video. I'd be happy to help. Have a beautiful day.